Hello.
What's up, guys? I was going to introduce
You do it.
Welcome to episode 22, 24?
24.
24 of Two Guys Talking Booze with my boy
Ricardo and my boy
Danny. Wait, I did the opposite, right? I did the
Yeah,
opposite.
we did.
Right?
We
It
were
was so
mixing
good.
it up. It's 2024. We're mixing it up.
Yeah,
And
I'm not good at introductions.
I don't want to bring this up, but back in episode 2, when we did the Picado Mezcal Artesanal de Oaxaca,
The one that I bought you.
the one you got, the most incredible thing, I mentioned that I got introduced to mezcals by Dr. John Barry. Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I didn't. I said, I don't think I'll ever watch this.
Watch this clip. I know. I had an entire mezcal tasting with my boy, Dr. John Barry. If you're out there, John, it's good for you. And he showed me, he said, watch, I'll text him. I'll tag him. Yeah, that's why. So John brought a bunch of mezcals from Mexico.
Right.
And I said, okay, I'm going to sit there and have a tasting with him. And he said these were very good. So you see, not only did he watch
You're
it,
right.
but he's coming on the show today.
Oh, he is here.
And he's here.
Yeah.
So he is Dr. John Barry. He's an associate professor at Florida International in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry.
Nice.
Undergrad from the University of Michigan, which may or may not have won the national championship by the time this is published.
That's great. That's pretty good.
He got his PhD from Cornell.
Dude, a PhD? That's deep, man.
Yeah,
That's a lot of studying.
And his main area of study is the chemistry and toxicology pharmacology of bioactive metabolites from microbes, and particularly toxins from marine and freshwater microalgae.
Wow.
Here we have
Give it up,
Dr. John Barry. Hey, welcome. Woo.
my man. Well, let me say this. I met Dr. John Barry camping back in 2018. That was fun. It's been a minute, right? I mean, I lost a lot of hair. Yeah. I got 2 babies.
There you go. You didn't have a baby. That's true.
I've been busy. There
was a pandemic in there.
Yeah, there was a pandemic in the middle. Yeah.
Didn't John almost set the forest on fire?
Yeah, of course.
That's true.
That's true. Okay.
That's true. That's true. I almost set the forest on fire with some Chinese lanterns, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't bring the Chinese lanterns, so in all fairness, it wasn't really me.
So technically, I handed you the gun and you shot. You missed, but it was one of those things. John, what are we going to be tasting today?
So today we are going to
There we go.
A mezcal from Sacrificio.
Oh.
And I brought this one specifically because I like mezcal, but this is sort of an unusual mezcal. Should I talk a little bit about it?
Why is it unusual?
It's unusual because it comes from a different agave. For those of you who drink mezcal, most mezcal you probably drank has been one tequila, and so you know all tequila is a mezcal.
Oh, okay.
It just comes from a blue agave, but it's still called a mezcal. But there are hundreds of different agave. 30 or so you can make mezcal out of. Maybe a dozen of the people do make mezcal out of. Most of the ones, if you had mezcal, are probably what's called espadín.
Right.
This one comes from a sort of a rare little agave. It grows in just little places in the highlands and dry places. It's a very short little leaves, and it's one of the weird things about biology. It's the only one that grows only from seed. Most of them make little roots.
Nice.
So it takes like 12 to 15 years to grow this little tiny.
Wow.
Jeez, those are crazy
So
facts.
it's called Tobala. It's an unusual type of mezcal. So I wanted to bring it for Rick because he says he doesn't like mezcals.
I'm getting into them.
He's getting into them. Right.
This is one of the more unusual mezcals you're going to find out there because of the agave that it comes from.
Okay.
And that's the main story behind it. Anything else?
That's nice.
So,
Let's get to it.
It's fantastic. Let's get to it.
Let me help you guys out.
This is from Mezcalero Carlos Garcia Cruz in Teocula, Oaxaca. All right, so that's the guy who makes it. It's like he said, it's a very special thing, and we are excited about trying it.
Hey, how much should I serve? Like this or more?
That's
a healthy one, or that's a
healthy. I'll take less than that.
No. We're all doing the same.
This is from Oaxaca, which is going to be like highlands. Most of the stuff comes from the north, where it's little deserts and stuff. Again, this grows up in little high, dry places.
Thank you,
it's
sir.
A scrubby little thing.
As you can see, this color is clear.
So this is a loving. It's a Hoven. You know what Hoven means?
Oh, Hoven, young.
It's a young.
Young.
So this is not one that's aged. So it's going to be very green and kind of. It's not going to be caramely or any of that kind of sitting in a barrel for a while.
And you're supposed to enjoy this neat, right?
I would say enjoy all these things neat, unless you put a little soda. We were talking about putting a little soda, and actually it's not too bad. Or a little bit of salt.
We do a little bit of salt,
You
just
can,
like
and just a little bit of this just to open up the.
You want to do it with salt or not?
Let's smell it first
All
before we do it. So, to the nose, you're supposed to have a gentle nose with mild, sweet, fruity notes. Anyone getting that? Some mamey sapote, caramelized pumpkin, bitter almond, a touch of vanilla, green notes of aloe, some dried basil, and cheese-stuffed green olives in brine. That is one hell of a description.
I picked the olives, though.
Did you?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? I think you're right.
I could pick the olives. That's
What do you smell?
basically
Because our sense of smell is never any.
I can see the olives. It's got that kind of,
that's what that is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got that little bit like the juice from an olive.
Exactly.
jar.
Yeah, of course.
Some people say that it's got a little bit of a. When we taste it, the tastes are weird. I've heard people call it burnt rubber, which I thought was weird. But
burnt rubber. All right. Well,
we'll find out.
All right. So he's putting the salt on his. You already have it on.
Yeah. Maybe I should that way.
You want to lick that first, or
just give me a little line?
Not that kind of show, John, but you never know.
We could make. You want to make that kind of show?
All right. Let's see. We already had that episode where Danny tells us that he knows that the tongue goes numb or something. So
I mean, doesn't it?
All right. Salud.
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 Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Happy New Year. This is the first one of the new year. Yep. Isn't it? Oh no, it's not.
No. Oh, you shot that.
You shot it. Look at you.
I'm usually not like that.
No, I'm the one that drinks it fast. Wow. So to the taste on the tongue, there's a smoke that comes through, right?
Oh, it's so good.
Ovens.
I liked it.
Ooh, the thing about mezcals is they bury them when they cook them.
This is
right.
really interesting.
They cook them on the ground. Is it?
Yeah.
In those copper things? No.
They make a pit.
Right.
They make a pit. It's like a fire they chart.
Wow.
I think I did it too fast.
So it's full and ashy. But did you get any of the sweetness that we're supposed to get it on the taste? I'm not getting any sweetness.
Sweet up front, but then I think it goes right into the earthiness.
Yeah.
And the vegetal kind of thing there.
Very vegetal.
It's partly because I think it's Hoven, so they tend to be a little more green.
Yeah, the flavors include agave nectar, fire roasted sweet peppers, sweet potato, but also a spicy hint of black pepper and even a little fresh mint. That's what it says.
I was going to say, get all that from
I didn't get any of that. No, I got, this was delicious.
I never get any of what they say. I mean, I did get the olives.
Yeah. Remember that one time we got a white chocolate or the white raisin or it was something white.
I'll say there's a lot more going on. The typical mezcal, you get smoky and then it's clean. This has got a lot of stuff going on. It's a much more complex. I think
it has a very complex aftertaste.
The aftertaste is. I liked it. It's a good aftertaste. It sticks to you.
Would you say, Danny, that this is a stronger taste than the other mezcal that we had?
No, I think it's a lot smoother.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. It went in, for me at least, it went in.
The other one was
a lot smoother.
Was smoky. It was so smoky.
Yeah, and the hit was a lot sharper, I would say.
Yeah.
This went down very smooth. I didn't even make a face. I usually, I don't really make faces. And
this is 45% alcohol, which is stronger than the other one. This is a fine bottle. You can get
this is very fine.
You can get this at Total Wines for $54.99, and I found it at Cask Cartel for $139.99.
So it went from $59.99 to $139.
Total Wines usually is the bargain.
Yeah.
But Cask Cartel, which we've used a lot on their show,
right?
$139.99. So this is a fine mezcal.
It's fine. It's pretty rare. Yeah, it's hard to find them. And
we're really grateful that you brought it.
Yeah,
sure.
Thank you.
Get the bottle. Nice bottle.
So John, one time we were after practice, and he brought a bunch of mezcals because he had spent some time in Mexico with his wife and his kid. Awesome, Jude, you're great. And so he brought a bunch of mezcals, and I did the tasting. It was my first time ever tasting mezcals, and it was so good. And he's the one that told me the whole thing about Casamigos.
Casamigos, yeah, that's popular. That's right. So we're talking about this. I mean, so the first thing is tequila is just a mezcal sort of thing. As I said, it used to be the most popular thing in Mexico, and it was more expensive. And mezcals were considered just these weird little things people made in villages, and you could get them for nothing, even cheaper than tequila. Now, because of old George Clooney, these celebrities coming in and discovering mezcal. Now mezcals are double the price of any tequila you're going to find.
Right.
Because they're the it.
Amazing.
That's an amazing story.
It's like Steph Curry with reinventing the NBA with the 3-point shot. This guy George Clooney comes in, reinvents this industry.
I don't see the analogy, but okay.
It's exact.
Bit of a reach. I think that's the 45% kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we also pre-partied a little bit beforehand. We tried another drink. So, John, I really want to thank you, or Dr. John.
We really want to thank him. Please,
Danny
make it
thank
it's
you.
a team tap
for joining us. I know you're a busy schedule and everything, and you came out here and I appreciate your knowledge.
Join this craziness.
Thank you for inviting me in front of your tens of viewers.
Dozens of viewers. Dozens.
Tens of pairs. All right.
Okay. All right.
You get it? Tens of pairs.
Thanks a lot. It's really cool.
All right. Awesome.
Salud.
Cheers, guys.